space, you could put stuff in space.
I could just straight vibe into space, bro. That's what this is
Yeah.
for. Oh, we're already on the right setting?
Ooh.
Fuck yeah.
I took down my blackout, like the curtains, how they have like the blackout ones, and then there's just the ones that diffuse light sort of.
Mm-hmm.
I took out the blackout ones again,
Mm-hmm.
and boy, it feels good to just have a little more space, have a little more open airness, open lightness.
More light, you mean?
Yeah, yeah. But like,
I really don't think they're gonna be that thick of a layer, right?
the blackout ones.
Yeah.
Oh
Are they
no,
really
they're
that thick?
thick.
They like really take up a lot of space.
They physically take up space as well, like just on the fucking rack. You know what I mean?
The racks.
Yeah.
Racks on racks on racks.
Bands, big bands. Yeah,
And there's a tiny web boy up there. You see that?
right there.
Mm.
A little concerning, no?
No, I think I might just have to evict
Big.
the tenant. But like,
I fuck with like spiders, like as a you know. I fuck with spiders just as like
As
a
a being.
friendly neighbor, you know.
dap 'em up.
Yeah, that's why they call Spider-Man the friendly neighborhood spider. You know, it's like that's you don't watch. You're not a nerd like me, so you wouldn't understand. You don't understand these references, these deep cuts. You play Overwatch, bro? Because like I do, and you wouldn't understand this
That's
shit.
not true.
I know,
You don't play Overwatch.
but I can play. I can like commit to the bit. So bit.
No, not when you hit me that personally. WYDYD, you wanna go grab water?
Very tough.
High tea. Hey, sup, little bro? Hey man, be careful with that plant. I swear to God. I swear to God, bro. I swear to God.
Sorry. All right. Idea. Fuck kitty spotting. Plant spotting. That's what I'm saying.
That's tight. No. Okay. Yeah, maybe.
No.
No?
No. Unless.
Mm-hmm. I think we just straight up have Cat on scene.
Yeah. Can I have him on my persons?
If he wishes to join you on your persons. I may have to get up and let him out at some point.
Yeah. I'm sorry, honeycomb. You enjoy it here.
Interesting.
Wait,
Just be careful around those plants, bro. Yeah, we're recording.
Like already?
Yeah, we have been for the last like 3 minutes.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh.
Okay, I need to turn notifications off. This is not
Yeah,
Cat
probably.
money. Shut the fuck, your bitch.
Let me make mine louder.
Tight. Tight. That's real tight.
This off.
Hello, and welcome to. Is this episode 8? I'm gonna say it's episode 8.
Well, we committed last time to saying episode 7, but I'll be honest, I wasn't really too sure. Hey,
Episode 8.
episode 8. You want to start from like? I reckon it'd be a cool thing if we just like name them like with names instead of numbers. You know, like.
Alright, what are we calling this one?
Yeah, that's like a good way to like kind of guide the conversation as well. You know, I'm gonna call this one small talk episode Twilight Zone.
Okay, it's fuckwittable.
Yeah.
Alright, what are we gonna talk about in episode Twilight Zone?
Just Twilight. Just
Just
like,
like-
you. Are you aware of the Twilight Zone? Like that type of energy, that type of vibe.
I don't know what kind of energy this is, because I know that I've heard the term before,
Oh,
but
okay.
I don't know what you mean by Twilight Zone.
It's like so. You know that it's like a TV show, right? Did not know. Okay,
Sure,
clearly,
okay, yeah.
obviously. I'm gonna
Yep.
give a little prep, give a little research for you. All right,
Mhm.
just so you're prepared for the inevitable, death of the world or whatever, that type of thing. But it's just like a TV show where it's like it presents a lot of like hypotheticals. A lot of hypotheticals.
Is this what you picked up hypothetically and what?
No,
okay.
I picked that up from like 10th grade science class.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool. Continue.
It's like an old TV show. It's like one episode could be
Is it still airing?
no, very old, very
Okay.
old. It's like one episode could be what if humans liked eating human meat as opposed to other meat? How would the world be then? Like that type of thing.
Okay, interesting.
It is pretty interesting. It's like literally the whole point of the show. Like,
So it's just like, does it like scientifically break this stuff down?
no. It's like it's just an entertainment show. It's like Black Mirror sort of like that type of thing. Not that I've seen it, but I've
Not
heard
that
about
I've
it.
seen it.
Yeah, clearly
So,
we just
like-
don't watch TV, honestly.
Yeah, well,
This
we
is
knew
like
this, and we
not,
knew
yeah,
this.
this is not our
Why
like
would you
form
name
of
the
entertainment.
episode Twilight Zone if
Because
it's
that was
like
obviously
if
the
it
first,
doesn't vibe with us both?
but it was the first word that came to my mind, first two words, and like sometimes it's hard stringing together two words when you're like thinking on the spot. You know what I mean? And Twilight Zone, they're two words fit together snugly like a blanket.
You love a good blanket.
I know.
I'm Kewan. This is 10. What's been going on this week? What's been
This
happening?
week? Whole lot.
Okay, go on.
Let me elaborate for my side of my week. Just like doing what I've been doing for the last couple of weeks is just like talking to people, you know, just like
talking to
fucking
people, huh?
hanging out with people,
More
like it's chill.
socialization?
Yeah, socialization, actually
Mm-hmm.
making connections.
Tai tea.
You know that feeling of a human connection, low key, kind of good. No,
Oh, okay.
clearly he doesn't like it. Yeah, I'm so glad you committed to that.
Yeah, okay, so social interact. I swear to God, bro. You're stuck here now.
Yeah.
Social interactions. Work. Nothing too spectacular happened at work this week, I'd say. Maybe like Paul buying heaps of milk when he was asked to buy
Yeah.
2 things of milk.
But
like,
expected.
yeah,
expected.
really, it's nothing out of the ordinary. Damn.
Yeah. I
Did
mean,
you do
my
anything
week,
else?
like, I wouldn't
Was
say I had any, like, big highlights, so,
But it
You
wasn't
know.
like it was a week.
yeah, it was
It's
like,
like it wasn't a good day. It was a day. It
yeah,
wasn't
like,
bad.
still trucking along, you know, like, I always like
trucking along. huh?
alright, so clearly you're not a part of the trucker culture, like, what the fuck? You don't
Nah,
want, you don't
bro.
have dreams of, like, driving a truck at night, just
I
like,
kind of do fuck with that though. For
Yeah, I
like
know.
work.
yeah,
I imagine like, isn't there good money in that?
there's real good money, because it's like,
Who the fuck wants to drive a truck at night?
me, and you, apparently.
Apparently.
Wait a minute,
Oh,
2-player? Co-op? I'm just saying.
that's the best reference you've made in regards to a video game ever.
Yeah.
Continue.
That's yeah.
Truck
Yeah,
along.
no. You fucking derailed everything I was gonna say.
You've
But
been trucking along.
yeah,
Nothing
I've been trucking
spectacular
along.
this
Like I always say, just like keep living your life, bro. Keep living your life. And it's like I've been doing that. I just keep living my life, you know, just keep you know, in like a fucking game, how you progress your story and shit.
Uh-huh.
I'm just really into games, bro. Like I just really like games.
You really
know?
like games,
Yeah,
huh?
yeah.
What do you like playing, huh?
I like to play fucking Duck Duck Goose. That's a personal favorite of mine.
Mm-hmm.
Heads down, thumbs up.
Yeah?
Remember what back in like
You remember all those ones that are like peek and they'd like try and sneak
Fuck
or like
them,
they'd like
dog.
they'd put on their bat sonar hearing and like they'd try and hear out for like people walking
Yeah.
out. Yeah.
fucking losers.
God. Why didn't they play the game like a real man and wear
Like,
headphones and
Yeah.
blindfolds?
Yeah, and you know those fucking pussies who just like tap your finger? Like they don't even like
They would
because like normal people would like fucking wrap it, lick it a little bit. Like you want to be a normal like, you know what I mean? Tongue out. Yeah,
I would not be licking fingers. That's toes, however.
I agree.
Okay.
Like we're all vaccinated to a certain point.
My
To a
week-
certain point.
My week has been similar to yours. I've just
Yeah,
been
yeah.
social. I haven't been up to nothing too funky. It
Yeah.
feels like it's been only 5 days since we last recorded because we missed that
We did.
one Monday.
We did.
But regardless, it's
Doesn't
been a
matter.
week of socialization.
Yeah, I feel like just in general as well. Like since because like for like what like a month now, we've just both been like socializing, just like living our life. Like at this point, it's like not even
I'm kind
new,
of
you know?
over it.
Oh,
Not gonna
okay.
lie. It's like not that I'm over it, but it's like I need to turn it back a bit.
Really,
Yeah.
I'm definitely in like the opposite of that spectrum. Like, yeah, this is great. This is like
Well, it's
I
good
could
to
see
like,
this happening for like the rest of everything of eternity until like the fucking sun explodes or whatever happens there. You know.
I personally am against the sun exploding. I would prefer it didn't happen.
Yeah, but you can't. You're fucking. What are you like, little human being? Yeah.
Fuck off, man.
Yeah,
What
just
the
like,
fuck
hey, son, chill.
Stop it, bro.
Yeah, come
Um,
on now.
I think I just need to spare some more me time.
Oh, okay. So you
'Cause
see,
I'm a big fan of that.
yeah, I normally have that me time when I'm sleeping.
Fucking lame.
You know, I don't normally have like co-op dreams. I normally just dream by myself. Yeah,
Dreams though.
dreams.
I genuinely do not dream that often.
I think I dream often. I just don't remember it, and it's like. Because I always hear stories about other people and they're dreaming, and they're always like telling these fucking elaborate like stories with, yo, my dream, I was out fucking killing a dinosaur and shit. Like, I was in this hella big adventure game.
It was a fucking fist
Yeah.
fight, unarmed combat.
Exactly. I was
This
talking to
T-Rex
this
didn't stand a
NPC,
chance.
bro. Like, he
Yo.
had his whole story. I just dreamt that whole story, bro.
Yeah, right.
And it's like, I wish I could
But
have.
that face was so familiar.
Yeah, like, was it you?
No, I'm not. I don't remember. Well, I do. I do know that I do have dreams. Like,
Yeah.
maybe once a week. No, that's not like once every fortnight. I'll recall like, oh, I definitely had a dream last night.
That's definitely odd, I reckon.
But just for the most part, it's like I don't even think
You just blank.
I just blank and then I'm awake and I'm like, huh.
Guess
6
I'm
o'clock.
awake.
I'm gonna be asleep for another 4 hours. Goodbye.
That's good. That's good. I did that exact same thing this morning. Woke
This
up
morning?
at 6. Then I said, no, fuck you. Just brain, go back to sleep.
You just
dog."
actively made that decision.
Yeah, and then I woke up at 9, and then like, okay, I guess I got to start being a human being and like actually feed myself.
How is your sleep schedule usually?
Well, for me, I do have an alarm at 6 o'clock every day,
Yeah.
and that's the time when I normally do wake up. And sometimes I make the executive decision to sleep past it a little if I like kind of sleep
What's
a
with you
little
waking up earlier though?
at 6 o'clock. Like, what's up with that?
Well, like earlier than 6, because I know that some mornings you like waking up at like 4 or whatever.
Oh yeah. That's just because like, it's sort of one of those things where I used to plan out my days like to the hour. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I've told you about this. Like, I
No.
used to. Well, I can show you the notebook. I have it at home. I'll show you off camera and microphone, because this is personal. Fuck.
Just like at 7 p.m. I will be happy.
Yeah.
7:30 I will
Yo,
be
I
slightly
should do
sour.
that. No, that's actually kind of fire. But
By 9:30 I will be slightly upset about the economy
yeah, that's.
and the plans
cuts
and the
deep.
fact that they are not as good as they could have been at this. Continue.
Yeah, I used to plan it out to the hour. I used to say, hey, at 4:30 I'm gonna wake up. 4:30 to 4:45 I'm gonna like spend that time to prepare myself. Like clean myself or whatever. Then like 5 o'clock I'll fucking work on something for an hour. And this was like mostly I was doing this like when I was in school. It's like I'd plan out like, okay, I'm gonna do this studying. I'm gonna do this because like in school I think I was like really like kind of diligent about like planning shit out because like I wanted to have my delinquent hours, but I also wanted to have my
Educated
hours. So because like I reckon if I didn't plan that shit out, I might not have been delinquent at all, or I might not have been educated at all. And I feel like I have reached a really good perfect middle ground of I am a degenerate school student, and I think it worked out well.
Well, I'm glad that it worked out well for you because planning things down to the hour does not work
Yeah.
for me.
Oh yeah, definitely. Like I think it was more just the fact that I was doing it as opposed to like following the hour shit. Because like obviously throughout the day, I'm not gonna fucking. Oh, the clock has turned to this exact moment. I'm gonna fucking run away from talking to you. Now I gotta fucking piss or some shit. Like I wasn't doing it to exact hours. Just kind of like a rough
Timing your
guide.
pisses out.
Oh yeah.
Every 2.5 hours, unless I have an extra water glass.
Yes.
Of which case, then it's every 2 hours, 15 minutes.
30 seconds.
15 minutes and 30 seconds? Okay,
Yeah.
interesting way to break it down. I thought it was 32. 32 seconds.
Yeah, that's it's up to debate. It's like it's just philosophy, dog. Like, you know what I mean?
How was the psychology book that you bought?
Low key, I'm gonna be real with you. I've been reading it.
No?
Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna finish it. It's just not.
I
like-
read some of the one that I bought. That one
Yeah.
it's very, it like puts you into it like gives you tasks to do
Oh, that's
to help you realize the psychology behind different things. And they're all like very practical kind of
yeah.
tasks that you can do in like 5 minutes or whatever.
Oh, okay, so it's like more. It's definitely more like a self-help type of book.
But it's like it lays it out in like things for you to do. Like it sets things for you to do,
Yeah.
and then it gives you the idea of like why you're doing it, and then it gets you to go do it. So it's like it's very as opposed to just ones that you read and it's like,
Yeah.
hey, you should do this.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I'm explaining. Hey, you should do this. This will happen.
But it's
like,
more like kind of practical.
it's like task oriented
Yeah.
as opposed to reading and taking in the information.
Yeah, my one is straight theory, and it's like, because initially when I was flicking through it when we went to go buy it, like it really like interested in me because it was talking about how existentialism, like how contemplating about your life and like all that type of stuff, like, oh, I'm just useless in this world, is like not a bad thing, because like it was. So it's like not a bad thing, like just thinking about how your place in the world, like people who do that aren't necessarily just sad, depressed people. Like they're in fact kind of more enlightened because they kind of, like they're kind of accepted everything.
They're thinking about it.
Yeah.
It's like
They're not just
they're
ignoring
aware.
it. Yeah, yeah.
This is so you've been reading this and you're like, do you ever think you're too self-aware? Is
Yeah.
is this where this is coming from?
A little bit, yeah.
A little bit?
A little bit, yeah. And it's like, but the more I kept on reading it, it was just the more it became like really scientific and shit. And I was like, yeah, this is like not really my vibe. But like the intro, wow, that really struck out to
Strong,
me.
huh?
Yeah, it was a really strong
Strong
intro. It
intro.
really hooked me in,
Mm-hmm.
They were doing all the techniques that good old teachers tell you. And it's
Damn.
like, yeah, it's also, I think it was just like a compilation of essays as well. So it's like straight up like scientifically
Like
published.
readings and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I was because I watched this YouTuber. He goes by the name of
Obviously on
no Frank Yang.
Frank O.
I've
Yang,
definitely
sure.
said, I've definitely mentioned it like in
Mhm.
passing to you, but he's like kind of a philosophical guy, right? And he was
Philosophical guy.
yeah, he does a lot of Sophie.
Damn.
Yeah, so he was recommending some books, and they're like all like real deep like philosophy, like what is your place in this world, like
Mhm.
happiness, like is it really a true thing, type those type of vibes, you know what I mean? And like I'll probably buy a couple of those because they're pretty cheap on Amazon, and when I finish them,
We
if
love
you
that.
want to get depressed and like contemplate why you're here in this world, for sure I'll
I
give it
love
to you.
that.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ooh. Yeah, that'd be real nice.
Mm.
Actually, I was thinking back on how I asked before, like, oh, what's been going on this week?
Yeah.
There's something that I very obviously skipped over. The fucking plants. Right? Like, how did I even look at this boy?
He's a good boy.
He a good boy. I am so excited to eat all of them.
You want to know one thing like I really struggle with
No.
when I have plants, I really struggle with like identifying any of them as female. You know what I mean? I always say
have no
boy,
idea
and it's
how
like I start to feel bad because like, am I sexist? Like, am I just a straight misogynist?
Well, you know how like people refer to cars as
Oh, like Sheila.
her? Okay, maybe not Sheila, but like, look at her.
Yeah,
And,
yeah.
like,
and like
whatnot.
boats and stuff. Like
Yeah.
Her Majesty.
I think
Plants have
boy.
But plants don't have a masculine energy though.
No, but I think of it as BOYE. Look at that. Look at these
Like a
boys.
boy.
So
Yeah,
it's like
yeah.
it's a different energy to
It's like a childish like.
It's not a it's a
Yeah.
childish energy. It's not
Yeah.
a masculine.
That's
energy.
true. That's true. That's true. But if it was like a fucking grown ass tree, like when that one,
That's just a real big. This is like a mediocre boy.
if this grows up to be a tree, that's a man.
Look at this man.
Yeah, like it's gonna get masculine. You know what I mean? And that's.
I went and bought that one was one I bought with Alana and Aaron.
Did you not buy all these with Alana and Aaron?
No. So that one, this bonsai up here,
Oh yeah,
got that from the
I remember that
the
one.
fan
Old
lady.
time. Yeah.
for my birthday.
Ooh.
And I was like, hey, I'm gonna try and keep that alive and not fuck that over for him.
Still hasn't been fucked over.
Still hasn't been fucked over. I need to replant it though. That's for sure.
Yeah.
This one I got yesterday with my mother.
Oh, what are these all at the same place?
No, this was two separate occasions. So my mother,
Yeah.
and then that was the only one I got with my mother. But I got the pot down there as well, which that one's gonna go into. And then cotton candy, the little jungle tree, the holy boy over here. Are we gonna bring them all into
Yeah, might
into
as well.
frame? Hell yeah!
It's like I'm really interested by this one because
This
it's
holy
like
boy. This
yeah.
one is called I had this explained to me yesterday. There was. Why is it caught up in this? This one's called a Swiss cheese.
I see the inspiration.
You see the inspiration,
yeah,
and it's
yeah.
because of all. Why, how did this one grow through the whole of the other plant? You see that?
I mean, you reckon they're growing, huh?
You reckon they're
They're
growing?
doing something.
Yeah.
that's
Well,
for sure.
I didn't get to water them yesterday. I think they're already dying because of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
So Swiss cheese. This one takes a little while to grow, and it's a little bit hard to like.
Maintain. Like
Yeah, well,
prune.
maintain, but also like get clippings off it because they can just regrow off clippings.
Oh, okay.
So this one here, I want to eventually grow out.
So what you're saying is that when that's older, you can slide me a piece.
I can slide you a piece.
Awesome.
But there's a variation of this one, which was like with other plants. You know, they like mutated their DNA and shit. And there's one called monkey mask where it grows a lot faster and the
Yeah.
holes are a lot bigger.
Yeah.
That one I'll be able to slide over to you
Oh, do you have it?
real quick. Yeah, we have that. We bought that one yesterday
Oh,
as well.
Shit.
Not mine. My mother bought
You
it.
were interested in the holes, huh?
Yeah, I was interested in the
I'm
holes.
like so like
And now I'm interested in like duplicating them and selling them to people.
I'm
'Cause I
like
could do that.
definitely for that. Like I could see you doing that, slinging,
Slinging
fucking
plants. That's the side
branches.
hustle.
Yeah,
Moving them green.
yeah. I always like look at this shit and like just like wonder like how it evolved to that. You know, like what's the purpose of fucking
I
having
think
holes?
this one was explained to me. Oh no, not this one. There was a different one as well. There was a different one that was similar to this, but it was explained to me as being like the same age as the dinosaurs.
This one?
Not
No.
this one exactly. It was
Oh, okay.
similar, but just in the way it had formed
Yeah,
and evolved. It had been pretty much the same since
yeah.
the dinosaur era.
That's time
That's like at least a couple weeks ago minimum.
minimum.
But like essentially it was just leaves and it's a hella old plant.
Just leaves, huh?
Just leaves, and I was like, damn, some whole ass plant biology behind that. That's a whole thing. That's pretty
Yeah.
fire.
I would totally read a book on it. You know, actually, one thing in year 3, this is like low key related to dinosaurs. All right, so
Okay,
this is
sure.
why I'm bringing it up.
Like an actual segue.
Yeah, and like also I have genuine trauma from it.
Continue. Continue.
Year 3, we went on a school trip. I fucking brought my bag as you do, as fucking normal human beings do. Left it on the bus. Never saw it again. I had a little book about dinosaurs in there. Bought it at the school fair, like the book fair, like a week ago. From now.
These are actually pretty cool.
What? The school book fairs?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like definitely like
Like Scholastic?
Yeah,
what it
yeah,
was, right?
Scholastic, that's
Okay,
it.
we'll get back to that one. Continue though.
But-
Traumatized from
yeah.
the lost book.
yeah, no, because like the teacher was like, "Oh no, are you alright? Are you alright?" I was like,
I was okay, but now you're gassing me
Yeah.
up, and now I don't think I am.
"I know," and then like since I didn't have food and everyone else did, I was just sitting there like without food, and the teacher came up to me and was like, "You want some of my lunch?" And I was like,
Damn, I actually had a lot of teachers do that for me as well.
"Yeah, teachers are nice, dog."
Teachers are nice. Who would have thought?
I know, it's almost as if they're trained to work with children well.
Wild.
Yeah, I'm actually thinking about getting like a working with children's like
Like permit?
permit. Yeah.
Yeah.
You have one, right?
No, I have. I could go get it.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be that hard.
You just literally just have to prove that you're not mentally ill or
Yeah.
like you fucked a kid as a kid. I mean, as
a
an
kid?
adult.
You can fuck a kid as a kid, not as an adult.
Yeah.
I have like other passes if I wanted to work in that sort of stuff.
Mm.
I have like the police clearances and whatnot.
Yeah, yeah.
But well, fucking actually working with kids, I don't have that.
Yeah.
Even though I have worked with kids.
little runts
A
that
little
play.
salsa.
Yeah.
Play the footballs.
The football.
Yeah.
But Scholastic Fair though, you're gonna bring that up.
Those are actually really cool. I always
Yeah.
remember everything being like way too expensive though.
Yeah. Do you
and
remember
never
the
buying anything.
the fucking massive rubber, like the massive eraser, the fat one? No.
I think I can picture it, but like,
That was
maybe
like
I
a
don't remember it. I think I remember that from Smiggle.
Maybe
Smiggle?
Smiggle. I was actually straight, so I didn't go there ever. And
I
like,
never bought anything, but I
Yeah.
just remember all the girls having
Yeah.
everything Smiggle and like the constant zip bags.
I know,
They weren't even like good.
practical at
They
all.
weren't practical, but like it was really fun to fuck with people and like unzip them all the time. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah. Is this still going on? Like, is there still a Smiggle store?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah,
It's just like we're not their target demographic, so
Yeah,
we
that's
don't hear
true.
anything about
there's
it.
still kids. Like, there's always kids, huh?
Pathetic.
Yeah, like maybe like we should just stop fucking having kids. Like,
Yo.
just snap, you know,
Mm.
and then like just see how it turns out. Like, 10 years,
Yeah, we'll see what
just
happens.
have like a 10-year gap of no generation. You know, I reckon that'd be cool. Cause like I always think about like fucking, you know, those like experiments that scientists could do, but it's like way too like unethical.
Would that be unethical though? It's just a whole lot of people having sex and then killing their child when they wanted a child.
I think it's
So, like-
unethical, like the whole world.
That's kind of fun. Now that
like-
you mention it.
Yeah, there's like so many experiments like that are unethical that like I'm hella interested in though, like
Mhm.
fucking
I really like the sleep experiments
sleep experiments. What's
with
that
like
one?
forcing yourself to stay awake
Oh
and that sort of stuff.
yeah,
Okay, continue though. You were talking about the unethical ones. Like,
Oh,
hey,
just
can
no,
I
it's
take
like
these
similar
stem
things like
cells
that.
from babies and put them into other people?
Yes, like low key. If I don't, maybe they do have clearance on like working on like straight up cloning and shit. But like,
Kind of sus.
I reckon they should just do it, dog. Like, just do it. Like, it's cool. Just let science run its course. You know, stop putting all these rules on like little fucking pixie cut mothers. Don't really, just emotions and shit. Like, fuck emotions. Just
Is it the Geneva Convention? Is that what it's called?
I think that has to do with war.
That's like the things like, hey, in war you can't like
Yeah, I know.
like drop things from space. You
Yeah.
can't use like extreme
Flamethrowers.
nuclear. Yeah, like it's like
Yeah.
like the unethical stuff. Does that apply to science
Science.
and whatnot? Is there like a set of actual rules,
I don't think there is a set of actual rules in like science.
or is it just a matter of like you need clearances for things?
Maybe, but I think it's definitely also just like a if they did do it, since it's all like still a money thing. Like you gotta fucking get money. You gotta get like cleared.
Yeah, funding
and stuff, like,
for the research.
If you
But
do
then,
something
like,
shitty, like there's gonna be so
Hey,
much public outcry
so
about it.
we're gonna create a tiny village and we're gonna make them not have children for 10 years. We just need like billions of dollars to like help them survive for 10 years.
I'm not even joking. Tiny village like vibes. Oh my god, that'd be the best experiment. Like imagine this. All right, I'm a present you with a hypothetical.
This is like some Fallout shit, but continue.
So like tiny village,
Mm-hmm.
all
Like,
starts
it's like
from baby.
Tiny desk, right?
Yeah,
Continue.
sure.
Continue. Tiny village. Everybody's starting from a baby.
Yes,
Okay.
every starting from baby. You just fucking like have one like adult just like be their god.
This is like the plot of The Giver.
Then I'll need to watch that movie then, because like, wow, it's such a cool thing. Like,
I think okay. So the idea was like in The Giver.
Mm.
It's like my rough recollection of it. They have like children that were raised in a small community,
yeah,
and at like the age of 12 they were given a job, and you're only allowed like 2 children each as a family, and it's all like a really
Yeah.
strict kind of living scenario. But that's like as far as I can remember on that.
Mm.
But it's a very similar idea to like
Yeah.
having the small village, having it all be a control group.
yeah. I
And
think like
getting-
my interest in like that is like kind of I really want to like not like I want to do it. I just want to see someone else do it. I really want to see someone else like really control the way like a baby like from the start is like conditioned all the way to like an adult.
Have you heard about that case of like there was like a 12-year-old that was just never let out
Yeah,
of
yeah,
the
yeah.
basement,
Yeah, I heard about
and
that.
then they came out to like sunlight and grass, and they
Yeah.
legitimately looked like a cow that was excited
Yeah.
to see sunlight, and it was like, yeah, it's kind of sad, but like also it is pretty interesting, like
It's so
social
cool.
information and
Yeah.
like just about the world in general. It's
Mm.
pretty cool to fuck somebody up, and
Yeah,
that's
I
not
reckon.
cool. I don't want to
No,
say that again.
shit, I agreed, but like
Ooh.
it was just agreeing because it's you know. Like if that was like a stranger, I wouldn't have agreed. It's just like I have this connection, you know. Like I'm just like I'll agree with anything you say, you know. Like I can fuck with that. I can fuck with that.
Tight.
Yeah. Another thing about the fucking like growing up from like that is like also kind of the debate of nature versus nurture. You're aware of this, right? Okay, I'll explain it a little bit. It's
Yeah.
kind of like
Jog my memory.
so like let's say we have a person, a 20-year-old, right?
This
And-
is like a George of the Jungle or like a normal kid, right? Nature versus nurture.
It really doesn't matter like who we're talking about.
Okay,
Just
continue.
like all the traits that they have, right? So let's say he happens to be a really outgoing person. He happens to also fucking be addicted to methamphetamines.
Continue.
I will continue. And like there's always like that debate was that because of his genetics that he's like outgoing and addicted to meth, or is it because of his environment, you know? Like was he nurtured to be like that way, or was he born and like had these like hidden genetics that like got activated, you know? And that's like something I actually, I mean, I don't ponder
Okay,
it.
I think you threw out like, is he outgoing? Is he addicted to meth? Like those are two varying.
I was just trying to cover all bases, like
But I know what you mean in the sense of
Yeah.
like being you being a product of your environment.
Yes.
That's the nurture kind of
that
part
is
of
the
it.
nurture part. Yeah.
Whether that be like good nurturing or bad nurturing.
Like
Yes,
still
you-
nurturing.
Yeah, you just think that you just want to see how that process plays out
Yeah.
in like a controlled community,
Yeah, yeah.
being
Because like
Will this kid get addicted to meth because
Yes.
we nurtured him in this small
Exactly.
community, or is this guy
we need
naturally gonna
answers, you
become
know,
addicted
like
to meth?
everything is nothing's proven yet. We're just like,
We're
oh,
just-
this guy got addicted to meth because like maybe this, maybe that. No, we gotta fucking do tests on children to figure out why they're addicted to meth. You know what I mean?
Let's have them be captures of war.
Yes.
That way, it doesn't affect our mentality.
Yes, and
it's
make them
their
Jewish,
population.
so we don't care about them.
I didn't want to bring anything
I-
up like that,
yeah.
but like, so
I'll-
cats.
Cats, I love cats. You know
like
how much I
cats?
love cats? I
Tell
like
me.
pet cat, and dog. I like dog as well. I like cute things. You reckon we rubbed off the stain of
Yeah,
like,
I think we
okay.
I think we segued that real good.
Okay, very good, very good.
Are you big on big cats?
Like tigers, or you mean just like
well,
big house
not
cats?
like large chunky cats. I mean like big cats, lions, like leopards.
It's easy for me to say
Let's
that
say zebra. You like big zebra boys?
Marty.
Marty? Continue.
Yeah. I think it's easy for me to say yeah they're cool, but
But-
like I don't think I'd
You've never
Test-
dapped
yeah.
a leopard
I've
up,
never-
so like, you don't know how
I've
cool
never
they
dapped a
actually
brother
are.
up. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I think it's cool to look at them from a distance, but I definitely wouldn't come close to it.
How do you feel about zoos?
Zoos. So I've actually like I know that there's a zoo in Perth, and I know that it's adequate, but I still haven't been.
You want to go to the zoo?
Was that a good enough response or?
Yeah, so how do you feel about zoos?
I reckon it's like cool for like, you know, as a social thing, but I don't enjoy it for the fact that it's like a zoo. I enjoy it
Like-
for the fact that you're with people and like you make jokes about how that monkey's got a red butt. Well, you know what I mean?
So you don't. Okay, I'm talking more so about like the animals.
The
Are
animals.
you
like,
on like a hey? I hate animals being captive.
Oh.
Everybody should be free, and or like, not like the concept of the
Oh,
zoo.
okay. I see. Fuck.
Because I think like if you have good company, anything can really be good.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether it's a shitty zoo or
Yeah.
a slightly
Because
better
then you
than
can
a
just
shitty zoo.
joke about, oh, this place is shitty. Haha, let's laugh about that for a couple
Plus,
minutes.
that monkey still has a red bar.
Yeah, he. But concept of zoos, like the captivity and shit like that, like in school, you're kind of conditioned to think that it's. Well, I don't know about you, but from in
Yeah.
our like year 11 and 12, like we were talking about like the whales and shit in like what's it called?
Sudan.
Yeah, the whales in the deserts and shit. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
hella unsafe for them.
Like, why is there a zoo there, bro?
Yeah. Exactly. And it's like, I think if I had to make my own decision, I'd say I don't give a shit. Like, just they're animals.
Mhm.
But, like, if I'm really feeling empathetic, like, of course I'd be, yeah, they're animals. They think just like us. But
Mhm.
I think genuinely deep down, I do have the mindset of, like, humans.
Humans are superior.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck is this animal gonna
Yeah,
do?
exactly. And it's like, it's a similar concept with, like, just fucking, like, plants and shit as well. Like,
Bitch ass. What you gonna do?
Exactly. Like they're just there for our entertainment at this point. Like we've conquered the fucking everything in Earth, you know, like
Sure.
I mean, except for like the deepest depths of the oceans, but like
I'm not going down there.
yeah, I can't swim, so
Yeah.
yeah. What'd you expect?
It's
Like
hella cold down there,
I
bro.
know, like
I
you
am-
know the pressure's like hella deep, like no,
It's hella deep.
real deep, like
Like
it
real
goes-
emotional pressure
yeah,
down there.
philosophical and shit.
Yeah.
It's and
Well, I brought that up because I think zoos are pretty cool to experience, and I think that they're cool for like, hey, you know how there are some animals that are endangered,
yeah,
and like they just
keep them there for
they
like,
keep them there for the sake of like rehabilitation
Yeah,
and
yeah.
whatnot. Or
That's
that's
definitely
not the word for like
maintaining the population.
maintaining the yeah, I guess so.
Like it would have been
Trying to sex them to
Yeah, I
make
understand.
more of them.
yeah, to like make them not endangered. One of those things.
Just
I think
on
no
the
one
wall.
argues that that's a bad thing though. I think it's
think-
definitely like more like circus, you know, like with like
are you big on
fucking
circuses? I'm not big on circuses.
low key. I think it's funny. I like him. I've
Maybe
been
I
to
just
one
haven't
as a
been
kid.
to enough. I remember being to one where it was like
It was the one in fucking. Was it like Ashton Circus or something like that?
I think I have been to the Ashton
Yeah, yeah.
Circus, but I remember like the figure eight thing
Mm.
where the lady was running over it
Yeah.
on the inside and the outside.
Yeah. Ha ha. Laugh at the funny lady.
But like definitely haven't seen any kind of like unethical.
Oh yeah.
Hey, look, there's a man with 3 arms and a second head, or like,
Well, like even
look
then,
at this lion. He can jump through ring of fire.
I think
Even
for
that's
the
pretty cool.
Lions case, that one's like unethical. But for like people that have deformities, I think that's just like an opportunity for them, and it's like kind of good for them, you know?
Okay.
Because like people with like real obvious deformities, like they're fucked up. Like, wait, let me finish that sentence so it doesn't end there. They're kind of like their whole like life is now kind of fucked up, you know? Like they can't really live a normal life, so like they just gotta make do with what's best for them, you know? And I think that's chill. Like if you gotta be a freak in a circus, like even if like people just look at you as like a straight up freak, like you know, if they're cool with that, like it's definitely alright.
Yeah, if the vibes are there, bro.
Yeah,
like,
is it
just
chill
let
if
them
I chill
vibe. Just
here?
is it chill if I chill here?
I think it is.
I'm really glad that that's caught on
Yeah, it's good.
because it's so chill if like
So
you chill
chill.
here, and I'm really glad that it's chill for you
Chill,
to chill
yeah.
with me.
I just like
Chilling.
I can't wait for the day when like everyone is just chilling out. You know what I mean?
Yo, that's tight, bro. That's so cool. That's. Sorry, I went to go touch the plant, and
Yeah, I was just contemplating like just chilling in general,
yeah, that's chill, bro.
just like the whole ethics of it and like the deeper philosophical.
Yo, you ever think
meaning.
about just like really chilling?
Yeah, meditating, huh? That's just all meditating is.
Did we bring meditating up last week?
We did, and it's like whatever.
Yeah, but like meditation, kind of fire.
It really is. I have a Instagram account where
Dedicated to
like
meditation.
yeah, where I just like make a couple posts and I just like keep a record of what like what I was thinking and stuff like that.
Actually,
No, straight up like
it's just you with your eyes closed, looking at a wall.
No.
It's just you being silent for
There's-
3 minutes, and then it's the next post. 2.5.
I
minutes
should do that.
outside
I should
silence,
just
like-
stream that of me being silent. That'd be fire. But like
Public
the
meditation.
actual Instagram account, it's just got like photos, right? And then it's like a picture of where I was sitting or like where I was, and then the picture of my view. And that's like kind of the format I've taken. And then the caption
format.
is like
9 out of 10. Good meditation.
Yeah, yeah.
Spent 15 minutes contemplating.
not good out of 10. Never wouldn't do it again. You know,
Not
that
a
type of-
worthwhile spot.
Yeah.
Energy. The vibes were off. Not
Yeah,
chill.
exactly.
Continue your format.
My format, I
What
just
comments.
time.
Caption.
Yeah, like the caption, I put the time that I did it. So like 9 to 11, 7 to 11, 4 to 4:20, and that one took a while. And then I just kind of after that, I just talk about what I'm thinking, what I want to talk about. Like, there's no real like deeper meaning to it. It's just kind of like because I really do just like keeping a record of things, just so I can look back on it. I really like keeping a record of things.
That was so dumb. Yeah, it's okay.
Lame.
Voice memos.
Oh yeah.
So this is like another layer to the.
Another layer to the record of things. Because like even because you know how I've been like interested in podcasts, right? Like even when I was like recording like just the ones that I'm talking by myself like in my room and shit, like I'm still like it's so cool just listening back to that shit, you know? Like because that was like last year, and like just it's so insane like how different like your mentality changes in like a fucking year and shit, and it's just cool to listen back to it.
Can't believe you changed, dude.
I know.
You changed, man.
I did. You changed as well. Like,
You've changed, man.
I mean, I don't want to say it, but I think there's this kind of unspoken, like, understanding between us that we miss the old Kieran.
Wow, you thought that one was good, huh? Yeah, that was real
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
I don't know what the old Q one is. What the
I
fuck?
don't know what the old Kieran is. I was just hoping you would, like, fucking understand it.
Yeah, man. I feel that.
It's unspoken, you know? Like, we haven't discussed this. I miss the old Kieran.
You've brought this up so many times.
Missing the old Kieran?
Yeah, and it's always like, shut the fuck up. What the fuck, man?
Yeah. I just, I like to keep a
You like to
good
keep it in
ratio
check, huh?
between... No.
Okay.
I just like to have a good ratio when I'm talking to you with like I like to keep it 60% wholesome, 20% supportive but not wholesome, 10% I hate you, 10% silence. And the 10% I hate you comes into I miss old Kieran, or like, hey Kieran, you're actually more attractive than you are funny.
Again.
And that's just kind of
Real
where
good,
my
huh?
mentality is, you know, like I because You
I
know
would
what I mean?
appreciate like 50% silence. And
I
then,
agree. I'm really scared of like doing that because like I know a lot of people don't like they feel bad in silence. You know, like
yeah, that's a I'm with you on that.
yeah, like I think silence definitely a good thing. Like if you're good enough with a person that you can be silent together, that's when you know it's like
Yeah,
it's
but,
chill
like-
if we chill here.
But I also really like, well, okay. You know how when you get to a point where you're comfortable with somebody where it's just like silence, vibe,
Yeah,
chill, that's
exactly.
cool, that's like
Exactly.
that's tight. But like, I think with the silence, you also on that same level have just the constant shit post
Yes.
where it's just like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and it's like it means nothing the
Yeah,
entire
yeah.
time.
That's
like,
no, that's exactly what it is. It's like when you can talk and it doesn't have to be like, it doesn't have to have a
Forceful?
meaning.
Yeah.
Because like sometimes you be talking to someone and it's like,
Hey, what does that mean?
yeah, it's
Hey,
like
what are you trying to say
nothing.
here?
It's like you know, like
It's like,
I think
shut the
we
fuck
have
up.
like a good enough like understanding that we can just say anything and we just like the next day, dap me up, brother. Separate hands, huh? I'm liking it. I'm liking it.
Really swung into that.
Yeah. It surprisingly didn't hurt me, but it
Yeah, that
felt
was good.
meaty.
That-
It was
that
like
was
really
good.
meaty, yeah.
That would have come up so well on that.
Yeah, you should like fucking sample that.
Just ASMR, just daps.
This is a beat. Spit
Could
some
you hear
wisdom.
that? Okay, cat on my floor. I'm starting to sweat. It's been a real hot week.
Yeah,
Weekend.
it's been. Sorry.
2, 4, 6, 8. We appreciate. Yeah, it was. I'm not looking forward to this summer.
Really?
Yeah, it's gonna be a shitty time in 5 years. Everything's gonna keep getting hotter
Climate change and
and
whatnot.
humid. Yes.
I genuinely think that, like, I won't notice it.
What do you mean you
Like-
won't notice it?
Because, like, logically, like, I know that, like, scientifically,
It's
obviously it's happening.
yeah.
But, like, on my level, on my tiny human being level, like, this little dot in the universe, you know, like,
You're real big on that one today, huh?
yeah, I'm just really, like,
So
contemplating
you're
the
real
whole
small
place.
on that one today, huh?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
just small in general, just, like, in the grand scheme of things, like, what, fuck, nothing matters, dog. Like,
Yeah.
happiness is just, like, chemicals in your brain,
Oh,
like,
yeah.
anyways, I can go on about that, but what was I fucking? Oh yeah, climate change and shit. Like, I reckon every year I'm just gonna be like, yeah, it's summer now. It's gonna be hot.
He's gonna default to it's warm.
Yeah, like I don't think I'm gonna notice like, oh,
Yeah,
it's
it's not
2
gonna be,
degrees
like-
hotter. Like, whoa.
No, I don't think that's gonna be like. I think everybody's gonna be like, oh, it's
Yeah.
slightly warmer this summer.
I
Oh,
think
it's
everyone's
slightly
just
warmer
gonna
this
be
summer."
like, oh, since I know that climate change is happening and it is getting hotter, like now I'm gonna notice it more. But like, I think from my perspective, it's kind of like I think of it more like it's summer. It's always hot in summer. Yeah, sure. You know.
Yeah, that's okay. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And like I think I just don't care enough about climate change just because I know it won't affect me like truly.
I
Like
just
it will affect other
don't
people
want to
down
have to
in the
constantly
generation.
be in an air conditioner.
Yeah. I'm also like I genuinely enjoy the heat.
I think I enjoy naturally taking on weather, just in clothing, as opposed to like using fans.
Oh yeah,
and
yeah,
using
yeah.
heaters.
I don't use
Like I try and avoid using
Yeah.
that sort of stuff, but in general, I'm definitely more of
a cold
a
person.
cold boy.
Yeah, yeah. I enjoy. I think I just don't like disenjoy the weather unless. We'll roll with it. We'll roll.
I'll roll with it.
Yeah, yeah. I think the only weather that's like actually real low tier, actually bad is humidity, like wet,
Oh.
wet heat.
Wet heat.
Yikes.
Yeah, that's no good because I sweat
Yes.
a lot.
I don't sweat like in general.
I just don't
But-
sweat. Periods.
Yeah, but I sweat in wet heat. You know what I mean? It's not good.
Teenage boy things. It's how it be.
That's a teenage boy thing, huh?
Well, I really hope it is. I hope I'm not like actually gonna be sweating like a bucket.
Oh yeah, for sure. What do
when
you mean?
I'm like
That's
35.
yeah, you would.
What,
what
the
do you
fuck,
mean?
bro?
What is? I don't think sweating has anything to do with like hormones and shit. Is it? Does it have to do with puberty?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it does.
Really?
But like,
Huh.
I used to have bad acne from puberty as well.
Yeah. Well,
Being
now you're over it, so.
That's it, huh? Good chat. Next
Yeah.
conversation. So you like ice creams in heat?
I'm
you a
not
big
a
fan
fan
of,
of ice
like,
cream in general. Not that like I dislike the taste. It's just like,
Is this a sweets thing?
yeah, like I always say that, oh, I don't really enjoy sweets like as much as savory or whatever, but like I can still fucking eat ice cream and enjoy it a lot.
I think that I do enjoy sweets, but I've become increasingly concerned about how the more I eat them, the more I want them,
Oh, okay.
and like the sugar kind of thing,
Yeah.
because I really do genuinely find like energy
Addictive.
when I'm eating a lot of like sweet goods and sugars and
okay.
whatnot.
Yeah.
But it's not so much like I do enjoy a good sweet flavorful mouthful sustaining product.
Yeah. I understand. I think
Yeah.
for me, sweet foods, they're always just kind of like you're eating this for pleasure. And like I've always never really been
Big on pleasure.
never been
Just
big
give
on
me
pleasure.
discomfort.
I like discomfort. I would enjoy to be abused. You know what I mean? And it's like with food in particular,
Just give me the granola.
that's what I'm saying.
Give
like,
sustenance.
that's literally been my mentality for like my whole life. Like literally, I have a genuine interest in like wanting to make prison food,
I know.
and I've said
And I
this.
just like good food, so it's kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's. I just want to fucking get it over and done with. You know, like just fucking eat already, and then just not
Eat
die.
and just not die.
Yeah, like imagine dying from hunger. It's fucking.
Can you imagine?
I know it's
Gosh.
like you know as a human, you know the I think it's called Maslow's hierarchy of needs. You know that,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
How it's like you got food, you got shelter, then like relationships, then like self-fulfillment, and then at the top it's like actually I think self-fulfillment is at the top, but the point is that like you got this hierarchy of like how you reach true happiness or whatever, and it's like I always see food as like at the bottom of that, so it's like you don't that's like nothing to do with happiness, that's
You
just to
don't
do with
need
like
food.
that's what I'm saying, dog.
Yeah, but like good food can really help out with like relations and self fulfillment and whatnot,
Yeah.
because it kind of like brings people together. It's a very
That's-
cultural thing.
I actually, so I told you about how I got surveyed, right? I
Yeah.
just got stopped on the street and like we had a fat D&M.
Okay, just for the sake of, what did you DM about?
So basically, I was at the city just like hanging out, and I was stopped by this very very kind lady. She was very kind. She came
Very
from Adelaide
lovely.
apparently.
Ooh, just to survey you.
Just
You
to
ever think
survey
about
me.
that?
Yeah, like sometimes maybe I'm not like just a small dot. Maybe I'm like
Something
a
bigger.
slightly larger dot. You know?
Can you imagine being slightly larger?
I don't drink, dog.
Continue.
Anyways, yeah, she was just asking me like about what I value most in the world, like, and she was giving me three options:
It was
food, family, and then like values, like just like yourself,
Mhm.
things that you do yourself, like either be religion, fucking just like religion, pretty much was the main concept of it, spirituality. And I was saying that I value myself the most, family the second most, food so far at the bottom that it like I don't even want to talk to you about
I
it.
don't know why she was so surprised by that answer. I think that's kind of like if you give people just those three options, I think you kind of have to preference yourself and your family over
Yeah.
food, unless there's been unless you're the outlier.
I think it was also like kind of framed in the way that what do you kind of identify with as well, like
Oh, what do you identify with?
yeah, like she was like, what do you find more important, like how does this kind of like
How does this reflect who
reflect
you are?
yeah kind of like, and like she was saying that a lot of people like with food there's like this hella cultural aspect, like maybe I'm from fucking Nigeria and I like my Nigerian food, I really identify that, I love going to find a different culture's food, like there's this whole like different layer to it, you know. But like I've never really kind of had that kind of perception with food, you know. Like I always eat fucking a different culture's food and it's like, yeah, that was definitely food, like
Sure, I'd eat
like
that.
it tasted good, but like
I am so sustained right now.
yeah, and like she was asking me like, cause she was like, since she was so like surprised by my answer, she was like, so like, do you like any specific culture's food? And I was just like, well, if it was made by a good cook, then obviously like it's good. Like no matter what culture it is, like
Just
if
give
it's
me the food, bro.
yeah, exactly. Like no matter what culture it is, if it's a fucking shitty cook, like
it's gonna be shitty food.
it's gonna be shitty. Yeah,
Yeah.
like no matter what. And that was just yeah. I guess I just don't like really value food on the same plane of existence as other people.
That's like a fact.
Yeah.
Like undoubtedly.
Mm.
I'm gonna
But-
let the cat outside quickly because he's gonna.
Alright.
He looks like he wants to dip.
I'll keep talking to myself.
I'll
Yeah, but what do you actually value about like? Because obviously this question she asked it to a lot of people, but clearly you weren't there,
I wasn't.
so I don't even know your answer to this question.
What was it? Family,
Family?
yourself,
Yep.
food.
Yes.
I think I put it under the same organization that you did, but maybe it's not like myself, family,
Yeah.
and then yours just be like food down here.
Yeah.
But like my food is like maybe just up here.
Oh.
You know, so it's like they're all equally important. They're all like
I
important.
think. Well, I
but
also
they're not, like-
told her that like family also pretty basement level. Like
I think real shit. Like
yeah.
yeah, but then family just like relations. I wouldn't say family. I'd probably like
Oh,
I'd say
okay.
relations just
Yeah,
in
yeah.
general is
Yeah.
a better term to use.
That's I still even then I'd probably put it down because I was like telling her like
I'm all about myself and my
yeah exactly
inflating
like
my ego.
that's exactly what I said to
I have
her
a
in
big
a
brain.
much kinder way.
That's
'Cause-
not exactly what you said then, huh? Why are you lying to me, bro? Come on,
I'm
mate.
just good at lying, you know. Like
Are you sure?
yeah, like sometimes. Well, that's the thing. Like
Hello, Sharon.
you don't know that I'm lying because it's a fucking good ass lie, you know. Like sometimes I lie and I just keep committing to it. So like, you
Tell
don't
me
even
more.
realize that like
Tell me more.
I was born a girl. Anyways, back with the fucking self thing. I was telling her that like I was telling her that I just find like the self and like your fucking exploration of the self, whether it be through religion or like spirituality, like that's the most important shit ever. Cause you know, like at the end of the day, who do you have, bro? Who do you have? You have yourself. Like when you die, who do you die with? Yourself. You don't die with anyone else. You can't fucking bring someone else to die with you. You fucking suicide with someone else, they're still dying in a separate direction, you know what I mean? Like no matter what, it's like
Damn, nobody is parallel in this universe, huh?
exactly.
Damn,
Exactly.
really got me thinking, huh?
Yeah. And it's like you just gotta value yourself, dog. Like you know, like I've been really concerned for you.
I think
okay, it's not
I think
worth
that's
it.
pretty common for everybody though.
Yeah.
I think unless you're like all about the family,
Mm.
unless you're like you're like an Italian ma.
Yeah, yeah. Well, she was telling because she was of the I don't know what country in Africa, but
Okay.
clearly she was from a country in Africa
Okay.
because I have eyes, and that's maybe racist. I'm not too
So
sure.
you inferred off of
I
looks,
did,
huh?
yeah, maybe.
Cool. We'll play it off. Yep.
Yeah, but she was saying that for her, family has to be at the top
Mm-hmm.
because she was like,
I really love my family.
I really love my family. Like, no matter what, they're linked to me by birth. Like,
Mhm.
they're like that's what I was saying to her as well. Like, family and like just other friends. Like, there's never gonna be kind of a, like, they can always kind of be on the same level, like, in what you value. But no matter what, there's always that kind of thing that your family are genuinely connected to you through blood. You know, like you know how there's fucking people who have never met like a long lost brother or something, right? And then like
yeah, like a lot of them.
yeah, exactly. Like just everyone, like you know your long lost brother, you know, like
yeah. Oh man.
obviously, yeah.
Ewan.
I remember that because the guy said Ewan. Anyways, point is that like people they fucking try to seek that shit out because it's like
I need my family.
yeah, exactly.
I must
Like
know.
we're connected by blood.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah,
it's
no,
like-
I just don't value that the same.
Yeah,
as,
I
like, the same people.
genuinely don't.
It's definitely a
as
cult.
much.
Like, you know how with nature nurture?
Yeah,
It's definitely nurture, not nature in this circumstance.
I still think there's a lot of things that are definitely nature though.
100%. That's
Yeah.
like how things are,
Mm.
bro. That's all natural.
But like
man.
some people say that like it's all nurture.
There's no way. It's just a balance of both, bro. It's
Yeah,
just
definitely,
like,
definitely.
maybe not like a balance, but there's like a little bit.
There's a little
of
yin,
that, little-
yang,
yeah.
yin, yang. Yeah, you fuck with yin yang.
Yeah, cool guys. Honestly,
Yeah, I reckon you could name your kids yin yang.
that's
That's
not
pretty
my
much
vibe.
no.
But like,
What do you want to name your kid? Hunter,
I was thinking Sylvester.
Sylvester.
Mm.
I like it. I like it. I'm thinking Poppy.
Anything else you wanted to bring up today?
Not really. Don't really have anything to bring up, like just in general. Like normally when I'm
Nothing except for you, my brother.
yeah,
I'm gonna bring you up to the top. Hey.
I love gassing you up. You know what I mean? Like
Oh yeah.
it's so easy to gas you up as
Oh,
well
yeah?
because like
Really?
I'm like the funniest thing is that like when I gas you up, I'm just telling the truth. You know what I mean? And it's great. It's just great. Like I remember one time I was talking to you. No, I wasn't talking to you because I was talking behind your back. But I was gassing you up, so it's chill. It's chill. And
It's chill.
I was like, this
Is it
guy
chill if I gas you up, yeah?
is always chill for you, anyways. But
Dude.
I was saying, this Kyun guy, he's kind of inspirational. I'm not even
Oh,
joking.
the ego.
You know what I mean? Like
Mm.
just the way that everything's worked out for him. Like
Mm.
he's like inspirational. You know?
Moan with me.
No.
Thank you. Thank you. No.
That's great. That's great.
That's cool. That's tight. Thanks. Dap a brother up to that one. So, I don't have anything else to bring up either.
Yeah.
I think it's been like a 45 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm
They're
real
solid.
warm. I'm
They're
Mickey.
solid.
I think it's not.
Yeah.
I think I'm ready to
Just to.
circumcise this episode around about here.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah.
I think.
So what do we call this one? We call this one Twilight Zone, right?
Twilight Zone. Yeah. I actually think that's been a good reflection of what's everything's happened. Words.
Yeah. They sure are words. I think this has definitely been like our most fluid conversation so far.
Yeah.
But like it definitely.
Well, I think it's just because like we both know that we want to fuck around by fucking
We
doing
both
shit
wanna
like this.
fuck.
You know what I mean? Like
Bro, we're just vibing, straight vibing.
I think like 90%. No, that's a lie. Like at least 5% of everything that's happening whilst we're talking is like, how can we fuck up the conversation?
Actively seeking it.
Yeah.
Trying to derail each other.
And then we just have like 5 seconds of silence and okay, let's go back.
Yeah.
And it's great. It's great. Like
Well, it's like because we know that we're trying to talk about something else.
yeah.
Like, why are you bringing this into the conversation, bro? But then, like, we'll get back on track, and
Exactly,
it's
it's good, it's
also-
good.
It's cool. It's tight. It's tight. It's tight.
Yeah.
It's tight. It's tight. Yeah. So I'm gonna try and replant these pots for the rest of the afternoon,
That's good.
and then I'm gonna go clip some hedges at the front,
Mm.
and go like, cheep, cheep, cheep.
That's not the. You've clearly never clipped.
And I'm looking to big clean my room as well. I might like actually audit everything
Yeah.
I've got and be
Oh
like,
shit!
because I think that's
This
kind of
guy.
fire.
This guy,
Because I
he's
also have a heap.
organization.
Have a heap of shit that I don't need. That's for sure.
Yeah, I was in the fucking I was donating clothes like
Okay.
separate occasion,
Okay.
and I looked in the bin, and there was like a straight up like Casio keyboard, and I was like,
I can't do this.
yeah,
Why didn't you like? You could have asked them and be like, "Hey, can I
take this.
buy this?"
Oh, I didn't. It didn't pop in my mind. I was just kind of straight up there vibing, giving out clothes for the children, for the kids.
Kids.
Oh wow, we really had
The
that.
youngies.
Yeah,
Hey.
hey. Yeah, and that's all there is. Yeah. Also, do you have a passport that I could take?
A spare passport or my passport?
Your passport that I
Yeah, I
could
have
like
a
borrow
passport.
for like a day just to like fill out some details.
That sounds alright.
Okay, cool. Do you have it on you, like with you, like in
Not
this
like
vicinity?
not like on me, I don't think, but like yeah, it's within the vicinity.
Okay, I'd appreciate that. Yeah,
Mm.
I'm just doing some like passport forms, and I need like a. Well, they say you can't use family members. You can't use other things that are connected by blood.
So I'm not connected by blood. So you're using me.
I mean, you'd hope not. You'd hope you're not connected by blood, because then that'd make things a little awkward, especially when the child pops out. You know, like I hear incest is a bad thing. I always think like, what if like you didn't know? You know what I mean? Like, and it just happened. Like, would you still keep it going, or like, cause you know how there's like long lost brothers and shit. Like, what if it just happened, and like, what if the baby just like, how would you feel if you were a kid, you didn't know, like, that you were brought, like, you didn't have a choice to be brought into this world, and, like, you just find out one day that, yeah, your uncle, dad, your mum, dad.
This has been episode 8.
No, Twilight Zone.
This has been Twilight Zone.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. Are you real proud of that one?
No,
Again?
no.
Is this going to become an ongoing thing?
It's not.
It's going to become an ongoing thing.
It's not.
Thanks for watching.
Bye.
Goodbye. Ha 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 ha.
So we just we just don't cut it. Hey,
We just don't cut it. It's just like an ongoing.
just
It
like
never stops. This is like a 40-year episode. Twilight Zone, like the true
Yeah.
Twilight Zone.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. I want to
Yeah,
have a time
okay.
machine.
Fuck your time machine.
I want to have a time machine. I like time.
Fuck your time machine. It's really good on certain types of foods in different cultures, but you need to be involved in it. So who knows?